What's up, guys? I'm here with the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. I didn't get this on Amazon like I wanted, just do like an Amazon review, but I did get it from Walmart. I got it today. They were basically out of stock on Amazon, but I'm glad I was still able to get it from Walmart. They seem to be selling pretty well, in my opinion, a lot better than the first one, because even though they're both said to be limited edition, I could always find these, and I can still find them, but rarely. I mean, it's been what years? They had them back in like 2015, 2016, and I remember when the Xbox Elite controller first came out, and this just came out either this year or last year. I think it was last year. In the middle of like 2018, I guess that would be about 2 years ago, because it's 2020 now. It doesn't feel like it, but it is. But anyway, I'm going to do an unboxing, and then I'm going to do comparison. We'll start with this. Looks amazing. Okay. Oh my god. Wow. Let's see what's underneath. Basically the same. Oh, really glad I got a second cord. I've needed one, and it's really so nice. It's actually not as nice as the regular Xbox cord from Microsoft, but it still does the job. Damn. All right, so we have the cord here, and then the manual, and it actually came with some Game Pass, which was really nice. But anyway, put that all back in the box there, that to the side, and we are going to go ahead and open up both the cases and compare the controllers, which is what I'm excited for. So after doing the unboxing, I've been using this for quite a while, actually. It's been 2 days, counting yesterday when I first got it. It's very nice, and I really enjoy it. I've got a couple complaints, but they're not really big deals. First of all, has not really anything to do with the controller. It has to do with the Xbox accessories app. So when you're in the app, when you're controlling when you're remapping the first controller, you have like all your settings and everything in like certain places, and then you go to remap this one, and the UI is completely different. I don't know why, and it's actually very aggravating. One thing I like to do is invert my my thumbstick. It's just a thing that I do, and it's fun to play games that way, broken. So I couldn't figure out how to invert the thumbstick, and I was really aggravated. I was like, oh man, maybe they took that feature away. Well, no, they didn't, but it's just in some completely different spot than it was when you're going to sit there and edit this controller, remap the first Elite controller. Why on earth would you do that? It's like going from a Mac to PC. Why? Like why? Why on earth would you do that? But other than that, there's some pretty interesting stuff. I'm going to get to the hardware, and then I'll get to the aesthetics of the controller, hopefully in that order, unless I forget something. So first things first, these two are completely compatible, except for the thumbsticks. So you can't tell. Oh, well, maybe you can. See that? That's really loose. Doesn't work. A real bummer. I don't know why. The D-pad and the paddles are both compatible. And if you look, they're actually different sizes, and you can probably tell, but the paddles on even the old paddle that it has right here, the paddles on the first Elite controller stick out and they're not as close to the body, but on these, it's a lot closer to the body, and it's a really nice thing. I don't know if you can tell just by looking at it, but go ahead and take these off here. Yep, that one, actually, do that one, and that one. The Elite Series controller, 2 is smaller. The paddles are smaller, and this is the first one. It's quite interesting, actually, but there might be a reason why. Oh, by the way, when you're using the paddles, the thing about these is that they're very very nice to hold, to feel. Sounds weird, but you can, like, when you're aiming for something, there's no you're not going to have this fear of pushing the other buttons. Now with these, crap, they're so small that I almost accidentally hit the other paddle. And so that's kind of a bummer. That's actually why I switched them out earlier. Now, one thing that you can do with this controller is actually with this little key here, if you're wondering what it is, you can adjust the tension on your thumbsticks. I thought it was to adjust the height, but it wasn't. It's to adjust the tension. Which is a nice added bonus. You actually don't necessarily feel a difference when you're playing the games, but if you're actually going from loosening it to tightening it, you can definitely feel a difference, which was really nice. I love the dark aesthetic that it's got going on. I do have a weird complaint. When your first look at this, basically, in my opinion, screams quality. It's really nice. I love the iconic, weird Xbox One design they have on all of their controllers. And it's really nice. It's very sleek. Obviously, this one is way nicer to look at. The Xbox Series 2 is. But I love the matte black finish on the Series 1, and I love how it goes all the way down. Underneath, they have this, there was like a rubber like grip underneath, and after about a year to 2 years, it started rubbing off from, rough use, which was disappointing. Now, on here, they have it going all the way around. So, sorry, all the way around. And not only, well, it's not all the way around, but they have it to where it's cut like right there, So the fear that I have, obviously, is that if it's going to rub off, I definitely don't want it rubbing off on here whatsoever. I don't want this thing to come off. I don't know why the matte black finish wasn't all the way down and they just kept the dark, rubber piece as well. Now, this is very nice. It's actually a lot heavier, but still, if only it just went all the way around, I think that would have been way better. It's nice and heavy. I don't think you're going to sit there and drop it. It's actually very nice to hold on to as well. That could just be because my rubber piece is off the first controller. But other than that, it's pretty great. I love the added Bluetooth. I mean, Bluetooth's been around for a while, so I'm really disappointed that the first one didn't have it. I love the integrated charging dock that you can actually take out if you needed to. That's a nice bonus. And I think that's about it. I do love the shift key. The shift key is an added bonus, especially when updating your, not updating, but remapping the controllers. So you have about 3 profiles that you can use, but with the shift key it makes it like 6. The shift key acts as a function key basically on a keyboard, or shift if you will, when you're using the numbers or whatever to get those added characters on a keyboard. So one thing I want to do is I have a project going to where I can take my Xbox controller, a chat pad, and replace my keyboard and mouse. And that is something I'm very excited about. So I really definitely want to see the bonus I can get out of using this shift key. Now, as soon as it's mapped on the Xbox Accessories app, you can use it anywhere. So meaning that I was able to connect my Mac via Bluetooth and use the shift key, which is super great feature. Now, the way you map it using a shift key is it's like, let's say you have your A button, it's primary. You want your secondary to be B using the same key. So you press shift and then A, and you're pressing basically the B key, which is pretty awesome. Very nice added feature, and I'm very grateful for it. I talked about the 3 profiles being able to be 6. One thing nice about the profiles is that you have 3 that you can change, and then there's a 4th one after you turn off or after you press it like 4 times, I'm thinking. It's really nice because if anyone picks up your controller, they'll have the default settings. My roommate picked up my first one and tried to play Red Dead, and he couldn't because he didn't know how to use the controller. And I told him we'll just switch it to the other one that's default, the second profile that it automatically has. But what's nice about this is that you can take up all the profiles and then turn it off if you wanted to, not the controller, but the profile, using the profile button. And make it completely default for anybody else who wants to play the games. The paddles are off, which is nice as well. So I thought that was a really cool added feature for that. But other than that, that's basically all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.